Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Market cap 448 billion. Bitcoin still a little bit over 10,000. Dipped below a little bit, but holding well at 10,000. Ethereum at 8,500. The market taking, it's a little bit choppier to the downside last couple of days. This bounce would have been a little bit bigger. That's what I would like to see, but the day is still young where I am at, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, right now, this is one of the reasons I don't FOMO. I don't want to, it's really, really a bad idea to FOMO and to overextend yourself. It's, patience, dollar cost averaging when the market is as uncertain as it is. You never know when you're going to be able to get better deals, and you have to be able to pass up on things, right? You have to have a little bit of zen in you, be able to miss out on opportunities. It's going to happen. You're not going to be able to get every single one. And it's very, very dangerous to look at past opportunities that past achievements and think, oh, this next coin's going to blow. So it's a little bit of zen. There's going to be a lot of fish in the water. There's a lot of coins out there. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. It's the law of progression. Humans are always progressing forward. There's always going to be some new hot thing that you're going to have to decipher whether it's bullshit or a good opportunity, but they're always coming. To live in a scarcity world of FOMO, meaning, you think there's never going to be this opportunity again. That's a very bad mentality, because you even got to ask yourself, even if you made enough money off this one opportunity, you still have to move forward, right? You still have to achieve more opportunities depending on how old you are, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just a really good opportunity to dollar cost average and just kind of play the market. Like, it's really hard. You can chart it all you want, but we really are still waiting. The news is still in its infancy. India, a place like this, are now just starting to come out with regulation for things like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. We have no idea what's going to be like moving forward when the big players, we already see Telegram coming in, the big players start moving in. That's when we're going to start to see. And a lot of questions, a lot of people. I understand the hardest thing is, it's funny, the hardest thing to do is to make your first 10,000. Like, to go from 0 to 10,000 was the hardest for me, right? Everything after that was a lot easier. It's kind of like when you start the fire, building it's the hardest, but growing it's not as hard. So a lot of people, are still in that fire starter stage, and it's really easy to give up. That's why I'm not results oriented. That's a very big thing for me. It's not about the results. It's about the process, because one day you might get a result that you don't like, and you might quit because you're thinking, man, this is the result I'm always going to get. If you're always enjoying the process is what makes the results, right? You can't predict the results no matter how hard you try. You can say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the weight room every single day, and that means I'm going to lose weight and build muscle. Boom, you hurt your shoulder. You're out. You can't. It's not about the result. It's about the process. One thing you can't control is when you wake up, what you do, the process, what you do every single day. That's one thing I like to control. Really enjoy the process. So what does that mean? What does this have to do with crypto or anything in life when you're starting out? So when I first started out, I've had success in my life. I've had downs in my life. One of the lowest points in my life was when I look pretty happy there. One of the lowest points in my life was when I was really low on money. Poker was really savage to me. I just felt like I couldn't win. Just bad beat after bad beat, long run after long run. Bills were piling up. It wasn't getting any easier. And, I had a dream as a young child, become a millionaire by the time I was 30. And here I was 30, eating out of a tuna can, didn't have much money. And I was overweight. I was like almost 300 pounds. This was when I was 28. I was overweight. It wasn't getting anywhere close to my goal. 30 was right around the corner. And I was asking myself, what can I do? What can I do to do something, right? Because I didn't have any skills. I was a poker player for 8 years, right? There was a big old gap on my work history. I never really worked for, I don't work for anybody. I never have. I had one job, had it for a month. I never actually had an employment. I knew that wasn't what I wanted to do. I knew I always wanted to build something on my own, no matter how hard it was. And I learned a lot of lessons from that. But here I was, 300 pounds, no money, really just struggling. And I was asking myself, what can I do? No skills, nothing, no connections really, except in the poker world. I was even giving free poker lessons away. But what I found out, I was like, hey, look, you have to give to receive. So I was like, man, I'm overweight. I don't have anything, but I can lose weight. I know I can do that. So I went crazy, learned about how to lose weight, lost 100 pounds in 4 months. And I just started writing about it. It was about enjoying the process. See, that was me. That once was me. And I was able to lose 100 pounds in about 4 months, doing some crazy intermittent fasting. Right? You see, like I wrote the guide. I didn't have any, there was no results here. I wasn't looking for results. I was just enjoying the process. I was like, man, I want to put this out there because it's a very unique diet or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Because that's the thing. When I went to lose weight, I didn't go and look at how-to guides. Same thing with crypto. I didn't go to look at the how-to guides. I looked at the basics. I looked at, instead of looking at how to lose weight, I said, how does sugar affect the blood, blood sugar? How do carbohydrates affect the body? What hormones do those affect? What does human growth hormone do when fasting? Why is it increased? What is that all about? What is the protein synthesis? What is all this stuff that I need to know? And I started knocking them down one by one. And I made my diet based on what I've learned. And I fact checked everything based on, 'cause I'm not a scientist. I'm not in there. I'm not, I have to trust people. But if you get enough brilliant people, you break it down, you kind of absorb it as much as possible. You come to your finite decision. That's all you can. Nothing's for sure. But this is what I came up with. And basically, I knew like I wasn't going to go on a normal diet. I had to be able to eat whatever I wanted to eat. And the reason I'm putting this out there is because I did this for free, right? This didn't cost anything. I'm not saying go out there and lose 100 pounds and write a book and make a core account. I'm saying that it was just something. It was desperate swinging, right? I'd been fat all my life, basically. I'd never worked out. It wasn't about working out. It wasn't about just that. It was about determination. And now I got over 3.7 million answers. I dropped Quora right when crypto came. But the funny thing was I never wanted to do weight loss coaching. I never wanted to do weight loss coaching. I only wanted to I just wanted to teach, right? I just wanted to show people that what I did, document my journey. And out of nowhere, people started knocking down my door, right? They're starting to say, hey, can you teach me? I need a custom plan. And I was teaching them for free. And before you know it, it got to pile up so much that I had to start charging. I didn't want to become a weight loss coach, but here I was, right? No money, didn't have any skills. And now I have, clients coming left and right trying to pay me $1,000, $2,000, $500 just to teach them how to lose weight. That was never the end goal. However, I had started something, I mastered something of value, started teaching it for free. People, no matter how much you teach them for free, are always going to want to ask more. And eventually people will feel guilty, right? They're only going to ask you so much. They're only going to say, hey, I need more advice. Hey, I need more advice. Before, they're like, hey, well, I got to pay you because this is uncomfortable now. You've given me so much value for free. I have to give you something in return. And by force, I became a weight loss coach. Wasn't what it was. Now I'm a retired weight loss coach. I got into cryptocurrency. And that's the same thing with cryptocurrency. I found some small cap coins at the beginning and I just started working for free. I just started putting in all this work for free, scraping up what money I could, not really expecting an end result, just enjoying the process, watching it build, watching people come together, common causes, uniting, very enjoyable. So one tip I can say, going into the weekend, the waters are going to be choppy. You have the lures, you have, I could talk about all these coins you can buy, but I really believe that, if people could just learn to have a little bit of Zen, a little bit of patience, a little bit of self-confidence, and then master something that you can give away. The hardest thing is to master something that took you blood, sweat, and tears, that had you up at midnight on a Saturday night while all your other friends are out partying and drinking, when you had to buckle down. The hardest thing is to turn around and give that away for free. It doesn't feel natural, and that's why there's a lot of mediocre, and that's why there's a lot of lower level people, because the moment you charge, you cut yourself off from the world of giving, right? When you give, you never know who you're going to meet. I met so many people. I taught a senator, I can't get into the details. Ex-senator, how to lose weight, like just because through my core, just through my core. You never know, right? You never know who you're going to run into when you're just giving out value. Everyone wants to lose weight, and, I helped them do it. And that was that's the thing. Up till 28 years of life, I knew nothing about weight loss. It took me a few months of just going out there and really learning everything I could to master it. Anything that you're naturally good at. I wasn't naturally good at losing weight. So that it's not even that. It's just about hunger. It's about desperate swinging. Sometimes you have to look at where you're at, and you have to refuse to stay there. And I refused to stay where I was. It was unacceptable. And once that happens, life will move on you. You can be content, and then this wall of contentment will build around you, and it becomes comfortable. And then it becomes like, trying to break a mold. It's very hard. It becomes hard and solid the more you form your life around what you're doing. But then, you just say enough's enough. You break the mold. You start swinging. You start doing everything you possibly can. I wasn't a writer. I've never written. That's not what I do. People know. Do I sound like a writer? Come on, guys. I'm not a writer. But here I am. I wrote a book about this was me. No one else wrote this. I hand wrote this. Yeah, I had it edited, but I actually wrote this book. It's a long book about my weight loss journey. It took me a while to publish it. Anything's possible. That's all I'm saying. And the more desperate and wild you swing, the more opportunities are going to be able to come your way. Master something, give it away for free. That's the billionaire mindset. How to have $1 billion without having any pennies in the bank. It starts with the foundation. If I'm moving a block, right, I'm building a block. I'm not necessarily have this vision of what I'm building, but I know if I build a foundation, I can start building more on top of that foundation. That's how it starts. It starts with moving the first block in your life and climbing up higher and building something each day, even if you don't have the blueprints. Even if you don't know exactly what's going to come of it, being prepared for the things that you couldn't possibly imagine, right? Everything I went through prepared me for crypto. I had no idea crypto was going to come 10 years ago. There's no idea 5 years ago. No idea. You never know what's going to come tomorrow. It's something just like crypto, but in a parallel universe could come, change your life forever. Being prepared. FOMO is the worst. Self-confidence, persevere, dollar cost averaging, and finding ways to make money outside of crypto. And it's not just money, but creating value. Just value. The more value you give, the more value you will receive. It's kind of like a boomerang. You can't help it. The value will chase you down, kicking and screaming, and bring you to the promised land if you give enough of it. I'm telling you, I had to cancel clients with the weight loss. Cancel them. So that's the first. That's any kind of advice I could give to anybody who's out there trying to start their fire. I've been there a long time. I know what it's like. I'm right there with you. It's as easy as enjoying the process and moving forward. That's when you're already a billionaire. Doesn't matter. Results don't matter. Enjoy the day. Enjoy time with the people you love. Build those blocks. Kill it here. Cheers. Peace.